Greetings from All Things Are Possible, the land of faith over fear. Today, we are excited to be joined by Miss Aileen Cruz, an internet business owner within the Surge 365 travel industry for over a decade. Next year, she says, time flies when you're having fun. Aileen has worked diligently to rank up to national builder. She's not finished yet. Soon she'll be celebrating leadership as director ambassador. She lights up when you talk to her about travel.
Woo-hoo.
Has accepted this time to conversate with me, Shae, on Faith Over Fear. Aileen, it's a joy and a pleasure to have you here today. For someone who's been blessed and a blessing by simply sharing your amazing opportunity and journey of getting paid to shop and travel. First of all, I want to say thank you for your time. And then I want to just say to you that I celebrate all of you, all of your wins, seen and unseen. With that being said, a huge congrats to your beautiful growing family on the birth of your new granddaughter. I know you have already a granddaughter who's giving you the practice for a second granddaughter. May her entire life for both of them be already blessed and rich, fulfilled with excellent joy, excellent health, excellent favor. And I could just see you smitten. We're gonna get started. Hey, listen, since I met you, we met at a time, we met a while ago. And so when I met you, I was like, you was my Holly Good. What up, Holly Good?
I love it.
What's up, Holly Good? How are you?
well, well, I am truly blessed. I see you have your sunglasses on because your future is so bright. You truly have been an inspiration to me. You're like the Oprah, ever since I met you, just your low and just you being there for me. You were the one to open doors. To open the location at the university for us. And I am forever grateful. I speak about it a decade later. I say how blessed us with that opportunity to have everything in a classroom where we were able to impact people's lives and continue to do that here in Florida. We started at a McDonald's, and I have that vision that it will happen for us to grow into a bigger location. And thanks to you for opening doors for me.
You know what I say? You already know my answer to that. To Yah be the glory, to the Most High be the glory. Um, so since I've known you, you've been on a mission to help more families make extra income from home and also to help organizations, including faith based communities, set up to raise funds. What motivated you to begin blessing people with the travel experience? How did you get started and when?
So I actually got started about a decade ago. My aunt Jolanda shared this opportunity with me on how to get paid to shop and travel. At the time, I was a stay-at-home mom of four beautiful children, and I was just looking for a way to make extra money from home. So I was studying real estate at the time when it crashed, and I finished the course, but I wasn't. Once I was presented with this opportunity, I realized that travel is the biggest industry. So I never went to take my real estate test or exam. And I just started showing up to these events, and I met leaders like Coach, Kim, Scott, Chris, all the leaders in the company with integrity, honesty, and just being positioned in the biggest industry, which is travel. I just figured this is a no-brainer. I This is my purpose. This is where I'm going to do. Um, and what really motivated me was just showing up. I would tell the team 80% of success is showing up. So showing up for myself and showing up for the team, together we all win. So that's what motivated me.
And let me just say this that Miss Eileen is joining us from Florida, and we do prayers go out to all the different communities that are experiencing some really heavy storm winds and rain. So we're getting through it though. We're going to get through it.
That's right. That's right.
I know when you first came on, you were talking about the experience of just having the faith, right? When we started, I remember meeting you in Pennsylvania and also hearing about the travel industry and knowing right away, like that's a no-brainer, right? So when you are in groups of like-minded people and you hear a blessing, you know a blessing when you hear one, especially it always comes at a time in life when you're like, oh, please give me something else. Like, show me another way. Like, I'm tired of working and showing up for someone else's dream. Allow me to have my own dream and show up. So I know at that time, we had started meeting and almost the same thing, like meeting in smaller locations. I remember like the Dairy Queen and wherever we could meet, and then we started meeting at the university. So yes, I just wanted to say that that definitely was a blessing. You mentioned that as a blessing, and I certainly do see that as a blessing as well.
For sure. No doubt.
Yeah, in fact, at that time, at meeting at the university, the very first time, so much has changed, right, in the decade. Meeting at the university, one of the things is that my husband met me at one of those meetings, at one of our meetings at the university. First time we ever laid eyes on each other was at one of our meetings, and so I always hold a
Um,
special place for what we had going on at that time.
talk about life changing, right?
Yeah, talk about it. So really good stuff. All right. So I learned a saying from you many years ago. You said this, and I still say this even. I believe when you save a dollar, you make a dollar. And we all know, as you have said, it's very important in the economy. In today's economy, how important is how more important is that statement now?
Oh, yeah, for sure. Most people are searching the internet, even if they don't have money, they're searching to a travel deal, right? And I show people how to even save hundreds and thousands on their vacation. So imagine you're trying to search Expedia and all these other platforms to save that dollar, but I can save them so much more by being an owner of a .com. So it truly is a blessing.
I love that. And really getting people out of the mindset, right? So I just started an online digital business and just really, really, really passionate about the opportunity to really bless people with that information because, like, 2020, we were all sitting at home, right? Everybody was at home. There was nothing you can do. I don't care what type of job you had, actors, actresses, athletes, everyone was sitting at home, right? So it didn't matter who you were or who you knew. When you needed to sit at home, that's where people were. So it's very important that people start to think about creating wealth for themselves and being able to take care of themselves. So being in the travel industry, we all know everyone travels. I'm still really dead. In fact, I still have my still really dedicated to travel. This is how long that goes back, right? So Um, and you know what? I still use
Amazing.
it for whatever perks I get when I'm traveling, and it still works. So anyway, I just think it's really important now in this
Oh,
economy that people start looking for ways to take care of themselves and be able to be self-sufficient in the event that companies are now knowing that doesn't take the big corporation to run anymore. They can run it by working people from home. So a lot of people are losing their jobs. I just lost my job in May, and so that was the real eye opener. That it's time that everybody gets their hands on a business that is thriving, and travel certainly is. I'm in a digital platform now, and everything's done digitally, including travel, including everything. So now's the time if you're thinking about a business, no matter if it's my business, Eileen's business, whoever's business, start thinking about a way that you can make a way for yourself, getting a .com to have people book travel right with you, or getting a digital platform to have people grow their .coms with you. So it's always some way to get in. You said that travel marketing, the travel industry has given you the opportunity to travel out of state and abroad. What else do you enjoy about it? And what does that do for you being able to have those experiences?
So other than helping people on this.com, showing them how to save and make money from home. Because like you said, when 2020 hit, it was an eye opener for all of us. And most people nowadays want to work from home. They don't want to go back to a job, right? So I like showing them we have a way for them and do this part-time, full-time, and just knowing that they can travel on a yearly basis. I mean, that to me brings me joy, because just by being a member with this company and you stay active for a year, every year they will give you a to the country and stay forever, um, when your family can go for free. I was able to take my children to a Florida beach resort for free on the company for Mother's Day. And what better, right, than Mother's Day? We spent time together. We went across the street to have breakfast beach at the diner across the street. So a priceless memory. My children to know that, for Mother's Day, the company was able to gift us, right? A weekend getaway, even a 7 night getaway. So I chose the weekend. But at the end of the day, there's so much benefits of a travel club member, and making different ways, making money, whether you're recruiting or just doing group cruises, group travel. We have a couple that is doing group cruises every year. So, that means they go free, right? And who can't afford free? So to
I love.
me, just enjoying life on, it truly is amazing.
Yeah, I like that. And you know what? When we talk about getting into the opportunity to have ownership, right? That gives us ownership to be able to, whether you're getting in it, whether you're starting your own business, to be able to pay off a credit card or pay off a car note or buy a new car or put a down payment on a new home, whatever it is. That works for people. But the thing that I notice, even in my business, one of the things that we get to when you buy the business is a travel voucher. So I thought that was kind of indicative to the
Mhm.
future showing back up. Like,
Yeah.
here's this travel voucher that you can use to go or do whatever. So it's just that these two industries are never going away. Well, we know that um, travel,
Yeah.
everybody's traveling, right? And there's not a day you can't go to the airport and it's not crowded, or the train station, or even at a bus stop. There's
Right.
always going to be somebody waiting to travel, right? And
Mhm.
um, the creator industry, the creator economic industry is thriving now. Like we know, people are no longer big corporations. You can't even contact anybody anymore. It's all
Mhm.
done online. Like some airlines, you can't even contact anymore. You have to solely connect with them online. So I think we're on to something, and I think that it just continues to show up for us. And let me see here. What advice do you give someone who's stuck in the thought of doing what you love not being an option? Like, you love travel. Like, I love travel. You know me. Like, I'm like the girl of travel, right? So I'm taking like 6 trips a year when we first met. And I was single. I was out, but even now, like, that's a big part of my life, is like traveling. And now it's like I'm doing what I love. Like, when you think about the things you love, you think, I would do that for free. I want to receive an income from that, but I would do that for free. What would you tell someone who's stuck in an option, someone who works for someone else's dreams, and sleeps on their own gifts and talents? How would you motivate someone like that to get into to do something and not give up? And what would you tell someone?
Definitely a travel queen. I come through the travel fest. You are. Like you said earlier, the internet is not going anywhere. So we truly are positioned in this world. Everything is the internet, the chats, and it's just not going anywhere. So my advice to them is to wake up and find a mentor. Always tell the team,
Ooh.
follow the leader, right? Our leader was
Mhm.
always our upline, our director, our coach, Scott, Chris. Follow your passion, right? Your purpose. What are you here for? God always says, ask for wisdom, right? He will give you guidance and wisdom in all things. Just taking those small steps towards your dreams every single day on a consistent basis. That would be my advice, because a lot of us, we try the little things and then we go and then we don't back up. But give yourself an E for effort. I mean, it goes such a long way, because every single day we all grow. And I love that says, dream until your dreams come true. It truly is faith over fear, because we all have our small fears. Once you take that step of faith, you're able to bring your purpose and that journey of fulfilling dreams, other people's dreams.
Amen. Amen. I guess that is the example of being consistent, right? People a lot I hear people say, um, their dreams die, or like, your dreams die in the comfort zone. I don't believe that. I believe that our dreams hide out in the comfort zones. I think our dreams hide from us when we're not paying them
Mhm.
attention, right? And so I do think that being consistent, like you, just stay on the grind a decade later, still on the grind, like me, a decade later, still pushing and knowing that my payday is here, right? And a lot of times I'm always millionaire status, because a lot of times it was about the money for me. Like I want to be a multi self-made millionaire, and I'm still there. However, it's so much bigger than that. So when people say, "Oh, well, how much money have you made so far?" Or "Are you making the kind of money that you're saying you're making?" The thing that I want to tell people is, if you can't manage $100, then you can't manage $1,000. You can't manage being a thousandaire, then there's no way you can manage being a millionaire. So I think in the midst of being creative and
Mhm.
still staying
Yeah.
consistent, I think it's very important to get the foundation solid under your feet, so that when the day comes that you know consistent $1 million are flowing in the bank account, that you're able to
Yeah.
manage that in a way that, number one, doesn't get people in trouble. We see what's happening in the news now. I don't really watch the news, and I'm not really going to get into somebody's downfall, but we see how sometimes people can't manage money, the kinds of things, the kind of trouble people can get into. Next question is, how do people connect with you and stay connected with you as you move forward?
So if they send the QR code, I
Nice.
believe I sent this to you. It has my information, contact website on it, or I'm on Facebook, Instagram. You can find me under Aileen Cruz, and we can connect through there.
Wonderful. Okay. And I like that. I like that. Look at that. Look at us in 2024, and to, like I always say, if it's not, the business that I'm in, if the business that I'm in is not a business you want to mind, and the business that Eileen's in is a business you want to mind for yourself, then there is plenty of love to go around. So I will put your link in there so that people can connect and find out how can they own a travel .com, how can they be the person that people book through. So now it's time for our faith over fear. Shine a light on you. Today things are different for sure, but Holly Good, we have the word to stand on, and we must stand on the word. Romans 12 says, "Don't become like the people of this world. Instead, change the way you think. Then you will always be able to determine what our Almighty Creator really wants, what is good, pleasing, and perfect." So I have a fun question for you. What did you want to be when you grew up?
I actually wanted to be a pediatrician. Um, babies. And then once I had my 4 kids, I was like, okay, never mind. I just did not want to study, being a pediatrician all those years in college. Um, but I did pediatrician. I was young.
Nice. And now here's the next question. Who do you want to be when you grow up?
who I want to be. Well, I see myself as director 8. That's my vision, to hit the top director and ambassador for Surge 365.
Beautiful. And here on Faith Over Fear, we are known for, speaking life into people. And I'm always encouraged by the brilliant people who come on to have conversations with me. I think we are conversation 28 or 29. So it's been more of a blessing to me than it has for the folks who don't count it a robbery to come and spend some time. So for yourself as well, showing up to have this conversation with me means a lot, because I know that it is out of your comfort zone, but you've done so well. And we would definitely have to run this back because of the storm. Nothing on your side, nothing on my side, but I think it's very important that we run it back because there's some really valuable gems here. But words have so much power. Now, in this moment, I ask you to reintroduce yourself, not who I introduced you to as coming in, but almost some of what you just said, who you want to be when you grow up, to give those things back to me, not in a tense that you're speaking from a place or to that place, but that you're speaking from that place. This is the real epitome of faith over fear. Some people fear unhealthy competition. Some other people fear making big mistakes or making even big decisions. Other people freak out just at the thought of speaking, public speaking. So I would like to say that I don't have any fears or any doubts, but I wouldn't be being honest. I think it's fearful for me to think about working for someone, showing up at an income and then them not paying me, right? So that to me is a fear, or going every day to another person's dream, and I don't ever want to go back there. I want to work for my own dreams. Miss Cruz, now is the time. Allow me to reintroduce yourself. Who are you becoming? Who are you in your future? Speak to me now as if you're already have become.
Well, first of all, I just want to say thank you again for your time. My name is Aileen Cruz. I am a level 8 director and ambassador with Search 365. I am a difference maker in my community, and I am on a mission to change this world. And I'm just so forever grateful to be in a position to serve and to be in the biggest industry called travel. And again, I just can't thank you enough for this opportunity to break out of my shell. Because I was not a public speaker. I'm always afraid. But you know what, when we put faith over fear and we put God first, all things will work out. And the devil is a liar.
The devil is a liar. We just laugh at it, the devil. Like we don't even say the devil. We say God is everything to us. So we're not even giving him no shine. So I just want to thank you for your time.
That's right, God.
Yeah, to God be the glory for this time. We watched each other's kids grow up, essentially kind of like through each other. Yeah. And now we have grandchildren. So we're walking in a space where it was a different space than when we met. I have a whole partner who, thank God, is a great partner. And we have a beautiful partnership that allows me to be able to sit in the passenger side, which was very hard for me to do, being that leader and, always in that space. But I want to thank you for your time in our space today. And I hope you have been inspired just as much in this moment as I have been, and continue to be by you. Keep using your gifts and talents. I believe there's something untapped waiting for you to bring it forward. And when you do, I'll be cheering you on. I appreciate you, and I hope you've also been inspired today by me and by my gifts. Onward, upward we grow. Be happy, be light, be encouraged, and by all means, keep becoming. This is a conversation with Shae, Faith Over Fear. Until next time, tap into your excellence, put your faith over your fear, do your work. There's somebody out there waiting for you to be the example. Peace, my friend.
Amen. Thank you.